Hey, I'm Bomani and I'm live in the den. My main man Miles, Sledge, Mr. 4100. I'm gonna give him 100. And my main man Wings World, man. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, and share, please. Salute.
Okay.
And tell you 600 for this April.
Back live in the den, man, with our special guest, Bomani. Got a hell of a story, man. A great story. And the story is great in the sense of you can be down like Harry Hippie on your worst luck. It's all about how you get up and brush yourself off. And Bomani did that, man. Like I said, I watched him struggle. Now Bomani, we went from programs, homelessness, the drugs, narcotics, you're working man, and you got as far away from the city as you can get. You down there in White Plains, St. Mary's County, what is that, St. Charles County?
St. Charles, that's
and you down there, that's an hour ride back and forth, bro. But I want to tell you, man, I told you this off script before. Proud of you, man, to see you. That's why I told you I want you to come and tell your story and let the people know, man, when you fall, get down on your luck. That's how you get up, man. You can fall 8 times, but you got to get up 9 times. Dust yourself off. Can't nobody save you but you. So talk about, finish us up from the program. Now you're working, you're grinding, you meet you a nice lady, and you get you this big old mansion down there in St. Charles County, man. You gotta come down there. Gotta come down there to one of your cookouts, man. But so talk about the rebirth, folks. Talk about it.
Yeah, so May the 23rd, 2016, right? That's the day I ended treatment, and I've never been in treatment ever in my life. The last any type of facility I've been in was, like DC jail or something like that. So, entering treatment, I wanted to get my life back together because I know I fell off. I feel like I had failed in every area of my life.
Was this out of state treatment, bro?
No, this was right downtown on 2nd and D Street.
You lucky, bro, because a lot of niggas can't take that in-state treatment. They always, my brothers, I'd watched them try to do that 30-day home shit, and it never worked out. They had to get up and get out of town. So to do that in-state, salute. Go ahead, finish.
I went to Clean and Sober Streets, which is right downtown 2nd and D Street.
Miss Snyder Center.
Right, formerly known, yes. Yeah, man, and I let those people treat me, right? And I learned. I got with people that was doing what I wanted to do in life, and that was become a better person, right? I learned about the problem that I had as far as my addiction and things of that nature, because in my neighborhood, like you said, we seen people, kick it for a minute, right? Get themselves together, then after a month or a year, they right back at it, right? I finally met some people that kicked it for long periods of time, 20, 30 years.
Wow.
And I was like, damn. That's what I wanted to do eventually. But, like I still had plans on just kicking all the hard stuff and just, just becoming a sociable drinker and stuff. But I learned that I had an addiction, right? And I had like me personally, I had an allergy, right? Like some people can drink and, continue on with their life, be productive, go to work, take care of their family, things of that nature. But a person like me, I got an allergy with, though. When I take a drink or any mind-altering substance, I just want more and more and more, right? And I just continue to chase that thing like that, no matter what the vice is. So once I learned that about myself, I learned that I had to start practicing complete abstinence from everything, so.
One thing leads to another.
One thing leads to another. I'm different. Right. So once I learned that about myself and I started getting around people that was doing the same thing, living that type of life, then that's all I did was start following them. And then I started piecing my life back together through treatment. And I started back working. When I was in treatment, I started working for the treatment facility.
Okay.
Right, I became a cook. Yeah, I became a cook there. Then I was able to move into my first place, which was like a SIO, which is like a single room occupancy.
Right.
But it's more like in a sober community. I lived there for like 2 years. And I got me another job doing electric work, like where I'm at now. I started saving my money, and yeah, when I saved my money, got my credit together, and because I had kids, and I wanted to provide for my kids, so I knew that I couldn't live in that type of environment for too long. So initially, I wanted to get an apartment and stuff like that, but I talked to somebody in it, and I was looking for places in DC, and the rent, like I got 3 kids, so the rent. Yeah. For like 3 kids was, that's a house. That's a house number. So I said, damn, I might as well get a house. And that's what happened. I started preparing myself to look for a home. You talking about somebody that never even had an apartment.
Well, you ain't gonna get no motherfucking townhouse, boy. You?
No, I did.
You townhouse?
Yes, I got
go ahead.
I got time. Yes,
I'm trying to figure out how the fuck you went on with there.
Yeah.
With the 5-digit address.
Yeah, because initially, once I got to that part, I wanted to move in DC.
Oh, okay.
But when I got qualified for my loan, my loan wasn't enough. Like the little basic places in my old neighborhood up there, on the avenue, Martin King Avenue, in that area up there, they like 400,000. Right. My little loan was like for 230. So I said, dang, I can't move up there for the type of home I was looking for too. Right. Because I need like 3-4 bedrooms. So of course I started looking out Suitland. Like the neighboring little, and things just ain't go my way, man. People was beating me to the punch. That's one of the biggest processes that I always share with people today, man. That thing teach you a lot about yourself when you're looking for a home, and your ability to tell you, you tell your realtor, I want this home. They're like, okay,
it's a game. They put you on. They take you through the ringer.
I got under the table stuff going on. My money wasn't that long to go under the table with it, so I lost out on a lot of properties like that. But I seen a property out. I didn't want to go all the way out no damn White Plains. To me, I thought you got to catch a plane to go out there. Man, you might want to go all the way out there. I'm just But I challenged myself one day, and it was like, man, what, you scared? Were you scared to get away? Then I knew that I was still attached to the city, to that environment. Yep. And I said, dang, I gotta know. And the first house I looked at out there, it was a town. I didn't want no townhouse. I wanted to get a single family joint. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want no neighbors. But that's what happened, man. The first one I ran across, I was able to get. And I'm grateful today because I'm just far enough where as though, my homies and things of that nature, I know they might see this video, but I don't mean no harm, but can't nobody just walk up to my door, and just knock on the door, but like, man, you gotta take a trip. Right? You gotta put some gas in something. You know what I'm saying? Like today, but the back end of that is, it's hard for me to get people to come out there though too, because they look at it like, man, you out there, man, I ain't coming out there.
That's that. Them niggas that don't want to get out of their environment. That's stuck up on MLK, and that works in your favor.
It works in my favor today, but initially like I told you, that's not what I want.
Right,
but I'm telling you how the universe works in your favor when you don't want it.
And I know you want your boys out there with you to come out and, you know, get on that grill with you and all that, but that's their mindset.
We coming out there. I'm gonna get
But I'm so grateful, man, for me having some type of understanding to know that it's gonna be all right. Because so far I've been out there almost it's like 18 months, man, and it's good for me. It's good for my family. When my kids come out there, right? Because my kids still live in South. You know what I'm saying? So when I bring them out there, to me, I'm not worried about them if they choose to go outside or something. It's a little showing them something different, something that I wasn't able to see growing up. You know, to answer your question though, after I started getting my life together, I started getting sober and things of that nature. I remember I was like 2 or 3 years sober, and I seen a friend of mine on Facebook. She was celebrating meeting her cousins for the first time. And I asked her, like, how did she find her cousins and stuff? And she told me she took the Ancestry.com thing, right? So I said, oh, man, maybe I want to do that because now my mind clear. I'm not participating in no type of criminal activity or nothing like that. So, I ain't scared to put my DNA nowhere, and that's what I did. And in the process of me doing that, I found a lot of my family members, right? And I found family members on my sister, on my mother's side, but one person matched up with me that didn't match up with nobody on my mother's side. And we started talking. We were trying to figure out how we matched. And come to find out, it was my sister. She said, man, your father, she asked me one question. She said, was you born in Syracuse, New York? I said, yeah. She said, man, you my brother. I said, what? She said, yeah, this is your father. And she introduced me to my father, but he had already been deceased for like, he passed away 20 years prior to. But she introduced me to who my father was. And my family on my father's side, as far as my siblings, like I got, I had an additional 4 more sisters. I have a little brother now, and
you met them all through the ancestors?
Yes, indeed, majority of all of them. I'm able to. I take trips up Syracuse now because my dad's wife that he had before he passed away, which is a brother and a sister of my mom, she's still up in Syracuse. So I was able to go meet her. She took me in just like I was family. So now I call her mom. She's like my mom now, right? And that's when my father lived there. So I was able to meet him through them. They told me about my father. I was able to see some video tapes that he took. I was able to hear his voice and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's your biological for the first time seeing
First time, we talking about the resurrection, right? I'm talking about when I started getting my life together, all the things, all the resentments that I had, doors start closing. Like, all the, like I told you, that was one of my biggest resentments growing up, not knowing who my father was. And I hurt a lot of people because of that. And then as soon as I started getting my life together, I found out who my father was. You know what I'm saying? And
that's wow.
To this day, I still go up there on Father's Day, to his grave site and spend time with his wife, my mom up there, because that's how, that's a piece of me now. You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing because all my siblings and everybody that knew my father, as soon as they see me, as soon as they met me, first thing they said was, man, you look just like Benny. That's my father, man.
Oh, wow.
So I look just like my father. Me and my brother was together one time, brought him to D.C. I mean, he came to D.C. one time and we was in the store. And I'm the type of person, like, we was in America Best Wings. I'm the type of person, when I go get napkins, if you got the napkin dispenser, I just don't keep grabbing. I open up the joint, I get a whole handful. And he said, man, that's the same thing Daddy used to do. I was like, man, so I'm learning traits. I'm learning the traits that carry on through your DNA. They don't, your father don't have to, like, my father ain't have to be around me But I see that I carry a lot of my father's traits, but they was able to teach me who my father was. So now, you know, I'm a different individual because of that too. And my father was in recovery too. Like he had problems with, you know, he had his demons and stuff that he overcame. You know what I'm saying? So we have that type of connection. That
sister that you connected with, is that her mom or that somebody else that she had?
No.
Did she ever get to meet them too?
Yeah. All of us met each other before. You know what I'm saying? I was the last one.
Okay.
Right? I was the last one. I got sisters that live in Florida. Matter of fact, 3 of my sisters live in Florida. Yeah, 3 of my sisters live in Florida, so I got to take a trip down there one time. But I met all of my sisters except for my oldest sister.
Okay. The one that you did meet, where does she live at?
She live in Florida. Okay. Yeah, Jacksonville. Yeah, I met her.
All right.
Yeah, I met her.
You know what? Too, you had an amazing journey. Blessed a lot of ways. I don't know if you realize this. Another one of your blessings, a lot of people that go through what you went through with the drugs and stuff like that, they look like what they've been through. You don't look like nothing what you've been through.
Yeah, I get that a lot. But people like Miles, you know what I'm saying, and people that I was around at that time, I don't have to share my story with them. Because when they see me, they know. They see the, you know what I'm saying, they see the difference. But like you said, that's why we should always have respect for people, because you never know what people, you know, some people just don't wake up and just don't get to their destination just that easy. Some people fall. You know,
I wanted you to tell it because it's an amazing story, and I wanted it to get out there past DC and let people know that, like I said, you fall down, man, is what you do when you get back up. An amazing story. I'm glad you came on the set to share it, man, from the motherfucking streets. On
Blue Flames
from the mud.
From the mud. You definitely got it from the mud.
That's that slogan you gave me, man.
Yes, sir. From
the mud. And I want to thank you for, you know what I'm saying, for being someone that always been my cheerleader since. You know what I'm saying? And
you see me playing your day, you'd have been my cheerleader.
I'm trying to make you Bobby.
You two my cheerleader, man.
I ain't never been Bobby.
Bobby!
Never been a cheerleader.
Never said it in the books, man. Alive in the Den. You heard the Bomani story, man. It'll be on YouTube in about 2 weeks.
I ain't talking to you.
What?
I ain't talking to you.
Talk to his producer, man. Go and finish your monologue.
Hey, get my slogan.
Yeah, fuck is your slogan?
Yeah, what is it? I don't know.
We podcast different.
Oh, man.
Oh, okay.
We podcast.
You heard it from my co-pilot in World. South Central Wing. We podcast different in the Den. Up next, live in the Den, my young lions. Oi, BF Finest, BDR. Coming up next, live in the Den. Appreciate you, Bomani.
Thank y'all. Thank you. You said 4,000.
Yes, sir.
Fight 4,100.